Everyone needs to go check their bathroom cupboards right now, and if you have any of these things, you need to throw them out immediately.
Always pad is being called out on social media and it is scary. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So something is going on about always pad and I'm going to use allegedly because that's not been confirmed what it is. So there's a couple of videos going around of people, of women putting their always pad on in front of the light, and the things that is being reflected, it looks so gross, and there's a lot of speculation that allegedly this is a mole, and this has really scared a lot of women in on the internet and generally in the world, because I feel like most of us grow up with always. I remember that was the first pad I used as a girl. I used it almost all my life and all that. So seeing that the product that we've so use and recommend is like the girl thing, it's allegedly like having more, and that's something we put close to our kitty cat, our coochie, like that. It's really scary, and for me it's really gross. Watching the video, my skin was literally crawling. Since this videos has gone viral, which I'm going to play for you guys, always hasn't come out to say anything yet, and this is even freaking people even more. So anyway guys, let's go check out people, which I'm going to put a couple of videos because not just one people, multiple people are doing this and they are seeing the same thing. So yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think, and if you want, do you use always, what do you use? Let's share ideas and what you think this is. Anyway guys, let's go check out the video, people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Hi everyone, this is going to be my first video I make, and this is because I'm scared for my life. I don't know if it's with other girls. So look at this. I've just opened my pads. I entered my periods yesterday, and I always use Oris every time since I started my periods. Oris has been my G. So this time I was scrolling on my TikTok and I find girls talking about how these pads are not good, are not nice, and I'm like, yo, you're lying. But when I checked mine out, see what I found. Guys, look at this. Ew. Mind you, this is new. I've just opened it. It looks clean outside, like nothing is there. But have a look at this when you...
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we saw this on TikTok, right? All right. Always pad. It is brand new. Take it down so I can see it. Turn it around. Okay. Look, you don't see anything on it. It's brand new. Obviously, I just took the back off. Now put it back up to. That is mold. Oh,
that's crazy.
My God.
When we first had it up here, it was just green. I'm like, all right, ain't really shit. But I sort of like that color, and then we flipped it, and then we was like, oh shit. Yeah, nah, bro, that's disgusting.
Hey, gaga, because I'm trying to never, sister, no. No,
What?
Brand new pad.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my skin is crawling.
It's clean.
So I was told to take it apart, right? To see what's the stuff inside, to see if it'll show something. So I'm gonna rip it open. So this is what it shows when I rip it open, y'all. I don't know. So this is what it looked like. I ripped it fully open. And yeah. This is nasty. This is disgusting. Like, what are we wearing? Yeah, it looked like somebody put this on a butt and just wore it for days. I cannot. I don't know. Somebody comment and let me know what it is. Always, I need answers. Like, I'm literally about to sue. I've been wearing these since I've been 10, since I started my cycle, and maybe it explained the irritation on my skin when I use them. Like, maybe it's starting to make sense now. This is what it looks like. I don't know. This is nasty. Disgusting.
Okay guys, we've been seeing videos about the Always pads, and we're just gonna test it out because I've also been using Always forever. Like, this is the only brand that I've ever used, and I'm getting really scared with what people have been posting, so we're gonna try it for ourselves. Holy crap, oh my god, what the heck. Ew.
This gives a better picture.
That's so scary. Can you try the other brand that you bought, the honey pot? Let's try that one too. Okay, so this is the honey pot brand. You can see it on the wrapper, the honey pot one. So we're gonna test to see if, like, how this compares to the Always pads. Just remove the entire sticker.
Huh?
Just remove all the stickers.
This is like the first time I've ever opened a pad.
Wow, that's such a big difference.
You can see there's no spots.
There's no spots, it's clear.
Right?
Put it side by side.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, this is the Always pad.
Like, you see spots in there? That's not good.
Okay, Hamad, we're gonna be tossing all of them out. Like, that's disgusting. That's
Okay.
disgusting. That's so concerning.
So, side by side.
Wow.
I don't know if they can tell.
That's such a big difference. Yeah,
What a clean one and what a...
we're throwing all of them away.
Both of them are new.
Yeah, we're throwing all of them away.
Okay. This is a medium flow.
This is a different one.
So
And from the front,
Same thing.
seams there.
seems like there's a little bit, but when you flip it up, oh, that's so bad.
That is all.
That's so bad.
That's all mold. That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's insane.
Everyone needs to go check their bathroom cupboards right now, and if you have any of these things, you need to throw them out immediately. Recently, people have been having issues with these pads, and this TikTok video exposed that if you hold them up to the light, this is what you see. All of these photos are from pads that are brand new out of the box. This is disgusting. I'm disgusted and disappointed by Always, especially because they are one of the more affordable and accessible brands. They're definitely a leader in the menstrual space. Remember this, never buy Always, always avoid Always. I did go out and buy some of my favorite other brands so I can test them right away right here and recommend some alternatives for you if you're one of the millions of women who buy Always. Firstly, we have Honey Pot. These are great. They're 100% cotton, fresh out of the box, and we are all good here. Next up, we have Lola. I actually recently did a brand deal with them. This is not sponsored, but I do really like their products. I like that they have all of their ingredients on their boxes, and that's what I like to see. Poise is another brand that's really accessible and is going to be available pretty much anywhere. No issues. Sephora is probably the most expensive brand that I bought today. 100% cotton, no fragrance, no chlorine, no dyes. Go on, I think I might be crazy and I might be holding up a light to everything that I get. This is just plastic, not anything weird. Feel free to drop more recommendations in the comments. I am so sorry to the Always girlies who are impacted by this. I'm so sorry if you have to throw your stuff away. That really sucks. Just remember, always avoid Always. Stay safe out there.
A lot of people are wondering what happened to this pad and why it looks like this. And this comment says it might have been sitting in the bathroom for a while. What I think this is super absorbent polymers. Let me break down what super absorbent polymers are, because it's not anything that is hidden or not listed in the pad. I also possibly think this could be mold, maybe even mold on the super absorbent polymers. And the reason I'm saying this is because I actually produce and manufacture tampons and pads myself. I have an organic brand called Riff Care, so I know way more about this than the general public. SAP, also known as super absorbent polymer, is usually found in diapers, adult incontinence products, and pads. So here's what you should note about them. Traditional SAPs are made with mostly petrol-based materials, and they're not biodegradable. So I know of 10 brands, organic brands, who are using SAP and they're claiming they're biodegradable, but you cannot be using SAP and also be biodegradable. Now, there are companies working on plant-based SAPs, And if you open up your pad today, you can just look inside and see all these little tiny beads if you wet it. And if she opened up that pad, that's probably what she would see. Now, are they bad for you? I'm just going to say that anything that is petrol based should not be in or near your vagina. Like, it should just be nowhere near that area. But of course, they are considered safe, so I'm not going to say that this is like toxic or it's going to kill you. Also, we don't have a lot of studies on the long-term effects of sap. Like I said, pretty much every single diaper and pad company uses this. I know a few companies that don't. Riff Care, obviously, we don't. I don't think Lola uses super absorbent polymers, but they might have changed. So let me know, is this a deterrent when you're looking for period products? Do you care if something has super absorbent polymers in them? Or are you just like, you know what, I'm going to use it anyway? I personally want to stay away from products that haven't been studied too much, like super absorbent polymers. And I'm waiting until there are better options. There are plant-based options because I don't want something that's going to be here for hundreds of years after I'm done using the product.
No wonder why infertility is on the rise. No wonder why endometriosis is on the rise. No wonder why uterine fibroids are just everywhere. These are all contributing to the issues we are facing as women.
I've just opened my pads. I was scrolling on my TikTok and I find girls talking about how these pads are not good, are not nice, and I'm like, yo, you're lying. But when I checked mine out, see what I found. Guys, look at this. Mind you, this is new. I've just opened it. It looks clean outside.
We are slowly being poisoned.
I think so.
And when I say that, I don't say that lightly. We are slowly being poisoned from the food we're eating to, in this case, the sanitary towels, the most basic, one of the most basic things that a woman should be able to rely on to get by on a monthly basis is being poisoned. This is just so saddening and so sickening. I'm sick.
So always pads are not safe. And I can only assume that the generics like Walmart and Target and all that generic are probably made by Always or use the same ingredients or whatever. And I don't use tampons because of trauma. And I'm also terrified to use a Diva cup for that same reason. What the do you use? What is safe? Because I definitely noticed discomfort. I wouldn't say burning, but definitely discomfort and itchiness. And literally thought it was a me thing. And I was so embarrassed and I was so irritated and I thought it was just like chafing. Nope. So anyways, what are you guys using? What are we supposed to use? I'm also poor, so like the route of like, oh, go buy these like organic, blah, blah, blah. I literally can't. The fuck are we supposed to use? Why do they hate us so much?
Have you guys seen what's happening with Always Ultra pads? It's actually really, really scary. Let's talk about it. Hi guys, I'm Nibble Lion, the voice of marketing and your friend in all things marketing, brand building, and sometimes pop culture. Now, I'm one of those people who gets the heebie-jeebies from anything not being clean, anything not being sanitary. Like, I'm super mindful about keeping things clean. And obviously as a woman, you know, you want to make sure that when you're on your menstrual cycle, everything around you is super clean, especially the products that you use, or at least hygienic, because there's a difference between hygiene and clean. Now, there have been a couple of videos that are popping up on social media related to Always Ultra pads, and they are really scary to see because ladies are basically exposing how the pads are actually dirty. Like, they may look clean, but if you shine them under a light, they're actually dirty and there are things there inside them. Like, I'm even getting the heebie-jeebies just talking about it. Always Ultra pads are part of Procter & Gamble, and Procter & Gamble is a company, a large global corporation that owns a lot of brands that we use in our kitchens and our bathrooms and our homes, and they call themselves the people behind the brands that we love. And I actually want to read their website, something from their website, just so that you understand what they stand for. P&G brands are trusted to provide products of the highest quality and superior performance and value for the daily use cleaning, health, and hygiene needs of consumers around the world, right? You're using their products in moments of your life that are extremely personal, that are extremely sensitive, and that dictate or determine the quality of your life. But if these videos are true, then they've got a big problem on their hands, because they're not really standing to the values of what they say they offer as a corporation that houses these kinds of products. I think a lot of companies have really struggled to traverse old school marketing and advertising to the new school landscape where the customer is the other stakeholder. And when they experience your product in a negative way, they're going to share it online. And what I'm finding really concerning is that Always hasn't said anything about what's happening. It's almost like they're hoping that people don't see, and so therefore they can get away with it. And what's also crazy to see is that every day that I've been logging onto TikTok for the past couple of days, the first advert that pops up is that advert for Always Ultra, and it's a great ad, right? And I think the issue here is that we're seeing a lot of great advertising from a lot of great brands. We're seeing a lot of great marketing from great brands, but we're not seeing a lot of good product that follows that marketing. And if we're being honest, marketing is the promise that you're also making to your consumers in the market. And if you're not keeping that promise by actually delivering the product that you say that you've created, then you're being dishonest. And that really needs to be something that we're calling out moving forward, because clearly these regulatory bodies aren't doing enough in terms of how they spot these things, what they do with them, and how quickly they move, giving these organizations room to really harm a lot of people, right? The whole let's hope people don't see, let's hope it doesn't trend strategy doesn't work in a social media era. And I hope that if you're running a business or building a brand, you understand this. When there's any bit of controversy about your brand, guys, respond. We need to remember that we create products and services for people. And so when we find ourselves as brands or companies in sticky situations, we need to have a human approach. We cannot just keep quiet and hope that people don't see or hope that it doesn't trend, because real people's lives are going to be affected from the negligence and how these things, these products and services are created. And the fact that this has not been caught by any of the parties in the supply chain who are supposed to be responsible for quality control is so scary to me. It's so scary to me, because then what are they doing every single day? I'm not proud to be a marketer when situations like this happen, because it makes it seem like we're liars, right? As marketers, we don't produce the product, but we certainly promote it. And when things like this happen and we are not at the forefront of having the conversation with our consumers, I think that's highly problematic, and it's not what really good marketers do. But let's talk about it in the comment section below. I will add a link to the videos because I don't want to put it on my page. It's really gross. And you guys can look at them and let me know if you've experienced this or not.
Wow. I'm scared at this point. I'm worried. I'm looking at things like, nah. Anyway, guys, you guys let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Love to know what you think, and if you've gone to take your Always to light under the lamp and what you saw, or what you use for your period. How do you use Always? What brand do you use? Like, I feel like let's talk about what we use, alternative that we can use if we all can agree that this is gross. Because I watching the video, it was gross to me. So go down in the comment section, share your thoughts, your suggestions down in the comment section. But as always, be respectful. You're on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very, very respectful way. So here's a safe space to have conversation. So let's even talk about Always, and I'll share with you guys what I use and all that. But I get the lady that came and said she had a brand and tried to explain to us, because when I saw the video at first, I thought, okay, probably it's those beads, because I'm one of, like I said, I've always been a curious child. I've used Always all my life. I just switched to something else, which I'm going to share with you guys. I've always been very inquisitive about things. So Always pad was something that I have opened as a young girl. I have used it and opened it too as a young girl, and I realized that it has a liquid absorb bead inside. That's what I found out. At first, I was like, "What's that?" Like, I found out, child. So when I saw the video, initially that was the first thing on my head. I'm like, "Oh, it could be the liquid absorbing thing there. That's why, because it gets really big, and you know those water beads that is very tiny. When you put water in them, they all rise. That is exactly what it looks like when I open it back then. A lot, so many years ago, maybe like over 20 years ago, I did that. And so when I saw the video, I was like, probably that is it. But when I saw the consistency of it, it does not look like it. That thing I saw in these videos is gross. And I feel like we should not even try to downplay it, and let always come explain what it is. Because I personally, I feel like it's some type of mode of some type. And that's what I think personally. So that's what I think. I feel like that's not it. That thing looks like mode, and I feel like always should come give people respond on what is going on. And she saying it was those beads. We can clearly see other brands were being tried under the light but didn't have it. So the consistency from always and the other one, the math is not matching. But another thing I do want to say that, like I said before, I think that is a mode. You guys let me know what you guys think. Do you think that is a mode, or that's the bead that absorb liquid? That's what it is there. Let me know your own take down in the comment section. I personally, I feel like it's a mode, and this is dangerous. And before now, I've also known that always is like pad, using pad and all that, because at the time, like I said, I'm a curious human being. I would do research on random stuff. So there was a time I did a really deep dive research on period, pads, tampons, and things to use and all that. And I realized that it's been said that even tampon has its own. Always, like the pads and all that, there's a lot of chemicals being used for that, and that also throw off our pH balance and our hormone system and all that. And for me, I don't see it past it. Like, I feel like it does, but I feel like a lot of us women, we know it does, but what other alternatives do we have? So we just have to deal with it. And talking about, oh, the organic ones, I say, oh, this is it. Mine is that those ones are expensive. Period is something we see every single month. So if you're going to be spending it on luxury brands, you're going to spend arm and leg, especially when you are broke. So it's really sad that as women we can't just even win it. Everything is being like, it's crazy. But anyway, this is what I use. I personally, I use Carter's tampon most of the time. That's what I use. I used period cup some time ago, and I think I'm going to go back to it. I still have my period cup. I think I'm going to go back to it. I think I'm just going to sterilize it and use it. And I'll tell you guys why I went back to use tampon rather than my period cup. I personally, I loved using my period cup. For me, I feel like that's the most comfortable one among them to use. Like, once you can insert it correctly, like, you will even forget that you have anything. And then the smell, it doesn't have that bloody smell, except it is full. So I used to use it, and you can use it for a whole 12 hours for it to full. So with the period cup, I don't have to go to the bathroom multiple times to change and all that. And I can use the bathroom, I can pee, I can do whatever I want to do. So I really enjoy the period cup. I don't know what brand did I can't. I think I'll look for it if I can find the brand. It's a long time ago I've used period cup. I'll look for it and put it on the screen for you guys. But I use period cup. The only reason why I switched to tampon was when I traveled, and I just feel like taking my period cup and all that. I just feel like a whole lot of hassle because I have to sterilize it and all that. I like tampon. I like the, not the one with the applicator, the tiny ones. I like it. I've used them for the longest time and I love it. The cottage one, love it. But also, I also realized that whenever I use tampon after my period, I intend to experience some cramps after that. So I know definitely it's doing something to my body, but what alternative do I have? So which one will I recommend for you guys? I personally, I will recommend the period cup, because the period cup, like I said, is one of the most comfortable one, and I can go hours without changing it and all that. But one thing I would say that the period one can be messy when like if you're the type that don't like seeing your blood and all that. The period one can be a little bit messy and a little bit scary at first. I remember the first time I wanted to use the period cup, like, and I did not get it right away on the first go. I had to use it multiple times for a couple of months until I got the hang of it on how to position it and insert it. So I feel like that's the only downside to the period cup, learning and mastering how to use it. But once you do, it's just like kumbaya. Like I really enjoy using period cup. Like I said, I think I'm going to go back to it. And tampon, we all know the small one is really easy. Just insert it and you're gone. And then also another thing I use a lot, I'll look for it. Another thing I use a lot is what's it called? Pant liner, the long reach pant liner. Guys, there's nothing else I'm not going to recommend. I would say recommend that, especially if you have if your pH balance always goes off and all that. That long reach pant liner is amazing. I'm not an affiliate with long reach because we know that brand. That brand is like a what's it called, multi-level marketing. I'm not an affiliate with it, but my mother-in-law, she gave it to me once, and guys, I'm stuck with it. Like it's so amazing. I love it. Like I love. So yeah, I call up my second mother-in-law. I call up my second mother-in-law. So yeah. So that I would recommend because it helps. I feel like it helps to balance my hormone and my pH balance like the best. So those are the products I would recommend personally. So I want to know what you guys think. I'll try and link some of these products down in the description if I can find links to them. But anyway, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think about this drama down in the comment section. What are the products you're suggesting and all that? So go down and share your thoughts. Don't forget to share this video with somebody that you want to be part of this conversation because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go ahead, feel free, share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see. And that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl. Yeah, so go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. This is